Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah, I thought I'd go ahead and record it since we're all here.
Okay. I'm just pushing the got it button. Okay.
All right. Very good. So yeah, there you go. We're on camera for what it, you know, for what it's worth.
Yes. Good. Good.
And I sent you that link, Ted, so you'll have that when we get done so you can listen to it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It was wonderful. I didn't know we were going to be able to hear Liz, that the excerpts that where she was talking would play while we were in the studio. And it was difficult to say the least, but it was also wonderful. I'm very comforted listening to her voice.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so wonderful.
It was
so wonderful.
I just think I wish they had told me that before I came in, because I was like, oh. Wow.
You all have to come to the little exhibit we have at the Historical Society.
Oh, I will.
It's a film about the family.
I will be there at some point.
And I called the community foundation this morning. I just kind of got a wild hair about. Oh, I know, because I was reading about. I had written up my little review of the webinar that Liz did about the documentary for the last year for the county and the county historical. I think I'm from Iowa. I don't know what's going on in St.
Yeah, Community Foundation of Middlesex County. Yes, that.
Yeah. Anyway, so I had read that they had given for the documentary that there had been a grant from the community foundation, 17,000, and they needed 100,000 more to finish things up. And Liz talked about in this recent radio piece. She talked about all the things that they had left to do, the interviews and that kind of thing, with Petrie scholars.
I know, isn't that interesting?
Yeah, isn't that interesting? Yeah, but anyway, so I wanted to know, where are you? And I talked to Thayer. Yeah. So, and she's going to look into that. Where they are, and then also there at that time there was a link on how you could donate, so I sent my $25 because every little bit helps. And Liz was very touched by that I would watch the webinar. I think she told you, Christy.
Yes, she did.
That meant quite,
it did. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
So anyway. you had called Thayer, like, not recently. You had talked to her a little back when this all happened.
No, this was this morning.
This morning, yeah. Okay, right.
Yeah, no, I wanted to get an update, and then
right.
Maybe it'd be good to post that information again, because
so I'm hoping that we can get in touch with Ashley and Catherine, because they would be able to give us the most recent update.
Yeah.
So I'm
the only thing I know from talking with Liz before she went to the hospital was that they were there was some glitch somewhere that she was trying to figure out something to, and I don't remember. Excuse me, I'm trying to get comfortable. And so my face isn't in the shadow. So, it's still sunny here in Colorado. The sun hasn't gone down.
Sunny Colorado.
Yes, exactly.
All right.
So I knew that they were working out some sort of glitches here and there with funding. Don't quote me on this though. Don't.
I'm sure. Yeah, it was complicated, to say the least.
It was very complicated, yes. And I did not take notes at the time. I just commiserated.
Right. They had gone for some other funding that I don't think happened earlier in the year, but then they were looking for something else.
So, yeah, that sounds about like what she was saying. So yeah. So, but God, it would be great if Ashley and Catherine could provide some additional information. That would be wonderful.
It would be ideal.
Mm-hmm.
Ted, I saw that there was something today on Channel 30 about the pharmacy. Was that something that you guys were involved with?
Was it about the pharmacy or about the exhibit?
You know,
And-
I only saw the teaser, so I'm not sure. They
Oh.
showed, they showed the beautiful mural. And then they said they were going to talk about the pharmacy, but I don't know if it was about the exhibit or not. It was supposed to be at 4 o'clock today.
Oh, is Channel 30 NBC?
NBC. So I
They
I'll
were
keep-
down last week and so,
Oh, good.
but they were going to alert us when they were going to broadcast anything, but obviously that fell through.
I know.
Well,
Nice to know.
So it was 4 o'clock today. It was one of their shows that they have before the regular news. And I was just saying to the folks before you were able to jump on that, sometimes they'll show that again during the 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Or, so they won't necessarily post it until later and I'm at work. So I'm not able to jump on and
Well,
and
they,
do that.
they
So,
spent some time in the exhibit and,
oh, good.
and and then they had to go to the mural on the wall.
Yes.
And then they were going to stop back at the pharmacy to pick up some final shots there.
Okay.
But they were on their own after they left the exhibit. So we never found out exactly what they were going to be doing.
Right.
But they were going to
They
tell
are
us.
they are very bad at finishing like loose ends like that.
Yeah, I suppose.
So
But they were very nice to work with. They were-
yes, they are. I prefer them over some of the other newscast folks. So yeah,
Okay, all right, we got you on camera now.
I know.
We got you.
We
Okay.
we had something happen a few years ago, and all of a sudden everybody was coming in to look at the yearbooks. I don't remember exactly what it was, but some of the newscasters were quite rude.
Oh.
NBC was not.
good. I like NBC. That's where I listen to Lester Holt for my summary for the day.
Yeah, definitely.
And then I listen to MSNBC to find the real scoop on things.
I know. So we will definitely, one of us will get that link and we will get that posted either, just emailed and then get it on Liz's page, or we'll figure out something. But that's marvelous, Ted, that's going, highlighting the exhibit. That's great.
Yeah.
Hang on, I just have to leave for 1 second.
Okay,
Yeah,
no worries.
Hey, Joe.
yeah. Yeah, Marcia related this to Christy and me, so tell you too, Ted, that her nephew was committed suicide.
Okay. I don't know how long this will be, but it shouldn't be terribly long. Okay.
So she's helping the family.
Yeah, Joe just got here and I reminded him where the liquor cabinet was. So, but he said he brought his supply. So,
It calls for that for sure.
oh, for sure. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Christy, did you get any response on a transcript for the radio show?
I'll try again. I didn't get a response, but Dave's usually pretty good about that. So I'll try again and see if I can get that. That would be cool.
Yeah, if they don't provide it, I'm so committed to this that I might just do it for the transcript.
Okay. Well, hopefully there is one. That's quite a process.
Well, no, it's not really that big. I mean, it's just words, a few words. So I did my dad's 150-page family history. I got that. I read it into the computer back when I was good at technology. I don't know if I can do that again.
Did your father write something?
You
Jerry?
betcha. That's where I got all the steamboat captain information.
Oh, cool. My mother's mother wrote an autobiography, and I typed it all up at the beginning of the pandemic. And oh my God, it is so wonderful. I want to get it published. Liz gave me some ideas, but now she's not here to give me more ideas.
Maybe like Book Baby or something along those lines, or
Well, I had thought about talking to historical societies in the states where she grew up. Her father was an immigrant from Germany and was a tenant farmer on the Iowa Minnesota border for a long time until he had saved enough money to buy a farm in Idaho. And but she's such an extraordinary writer. It was like, and I sent a couple chapters to Liz and she said, "Oh my God, you need to try to get this published."
Wow. She didn't say that often, so
No,
that's
no, no, I
something.
know, I
That's,
know.
yeah, no, that's crazy. That's great.
Yeah. Hey, look what I got. Whoops. Can you see it? There we go.
What is it?
I know we can't see it. It's
Can't
invisible.
see it. Oh no.
Oh,
I got-
no.
What is it?
Nope, you can't see it. Sorry. It is At Home Inside.
Oh, nice.
Oh, excellent.
Good.
That
Good.
I got on interlibrary loan from Iowa State University.
Nice.
There are two
Wow.
copies, two copies in the state of Iowa. One's at the University of Iowa and the other's at Iowa State. So,
I feel like Liz would really get a kick out of
yeah.
Yes, actually, I think so too. I think so too.
And it came free and I have it for a month.
that. Nice.
I tried to buy it on Amazon. It's $84.
Oh, man.
So,
Whoa, really?
yeah,
Is it out of print now?
apparently so.
It must be.
That may be true. I should
Wow,
make
'cause
sure
I
our
have-
copies are still on the shelf.
I have one from when it first came out,
Yeah.
but wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, and I
Right.
bought both of them and sent them to my mom. So,
Uh-huh.
and my mom passed away 6 years ago. So
Has it been that long? That's crazy.
it's actually 7.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Anyway, and it
So
we're not in the giant stash that went out to the storage unit. So,
Right.
Right.
well, I was able to buy Can Anybody Beat White for I think $30. I was willing.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Anyway,
I'm gonna check our shelves. I'm making a note to myself to check our shelves and make sure ours hasn't walked.
yep.
Just make sure.
But this has been a journey, back into all those years and all those classes. When we sat next to each other and, exchanged ideas. And, our school was not racist or discriminatory in any way. It just seemed, I mean, it was not sexist either, right? I mean, the girls in the school had leadership roles,
They did.
Right?
They did.
right?
Yes.
You
Mhm.
look at these pictures and I mean, there were five African Americans in our class. And they all participated in all of the activities.
Mhm.
Every once in a while there was, do you remember, were you in, Marcia, sorry, I'm not bringing it up. The Carson McCullers play that where Mrs. White wanted to put people in blackface.
No, I was not. I think that was Member of a Wet. Was that Member of a
Yeah, it was member of the Wet.
Yeah.
That
Uh-huh.
must have been junior year. And Ann Petrie.
Yeah.
Ann Petrie ran for the school board and was elected. And specifically so she could make sure that Liz didn't experience the kind of discrimination
that she had
his
experienced?
sister had experienced. Yeah.
Mhm.
She was partially successful, and I mean mostly successful in that, I would say. There were
Uh-huh.
a few incidents that were scarring that Liz talks about, but mostly I think, she kept a close eye to make sure that Liz had a really good experience in.
Mhm.
Anyway, I was going there somewhere. Anyway, yeah, it didn't really occur to most of us, that there was.
Oh, in
racial
fact, I
stuff going on
remember,
outside there. I mean, civil rights, kids from Old Saybrook went down with the Freedom Riders,
uh-huh,
right? I remember that Alan Gary and they had a big assembly when they left and the big assembly when they came back.
yeah, was Mary Lou April part of that too? She
Yeah,
might have been.
Mary Lou April was part of that.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then Liz refusing to go on the class trip because
Uh-huh,
Yeah.
the sites in DC were segregated.
Yeah.
But mostly in school, people got to live up to their full potential, regardless
yes,
of
uh-huh.
their race or their sex. And that, I guess, that's pretty spectacular.
Mhm.
For the year that you were in school, yes.
For those years,
I
absolutely.
would say that was pretty spectacular.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Shift here a little bit.
And listening to Liz, it brings back the classes. I mean, we had all that time together, and
Mhm.
yeah,
And
was-
yet somehow it was not long enough.
yeah,
No,
yeah. Those, I mean, really, for me, those were the best years. I have never felt as much potential, and I've never felt as smart or as funny as I felt during those years. Yeah.
You were in
And
your
there's, if you look at the Say and Seal It write-up in the yearbook, it talks about someday one of the reporters on the staff of Say and Seal It is going to be a very, very important journalist. And there she is. There she is in the picture. There you go. There's your person, most famous journalist to ever come out of Old Saybrook High School. So.
yes.
So Ted, have you been receiving anything from folks?
We have not received any that I've been told about. There might be some that came into our office that are just sitting there, but I haven't seen any, nor have I been told of anything. I was wondering about you also. Has anything come in?
So her page is definitely, people are posting, mostly myself and Gary.
I'm working on mine.
That's fine.
It's
That's
getting
fine.
there. It's getting there.
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
have to find a couple of pictures, and so I'm working on that now.
That's fine. I think I'm going to do an email, because I don't think people understand it so much posting it on social media. So I'm going to do just an email and ask people if they would post or send, just what you folks had
Mhm.
done. But I'm gonna try to get some emails together and then ask people to forward it to other people. Because I don't have Catherine's and Ashley's info. So Marcia, if you have any way to reach them, I'd love that. I know
I don't think I do, but
that's okay. That's okay. I will keep
Mhm.
working on that. I'm sure
Okay.
that as a filmmaker, there's got to be a way to get in touch with them. So I will
Well,
keep working on
I know they live in Berkeley, California.
Yep.
And I could always get my sister-in-law to try to find them.
No, I'll keep
No.
looking. I'm sure,
I'm just
I can.
saying, because she lives in Berkeley, and my brother's no longer living, and so
Would it be useful if you posted on Facebook or those kinds of things and asked people to email their thoughts to you or to somebody?
That's a good point. Yeah.
Mhm.
Instead of posting directly to the page.
They may not want to share it with the world. But they would send it, and it's easier perhaps to just to send another email.
Yeah, no, I think you're right.
Mhm.
That's a really good idea, that they may be a little intimidated by the board, and also they may not feel comfortable sharing what they want to, talk about. So
Right.
then we can send it for the exhibit. It doesn't have to be, oh, I love that picture. And there's Catherine and Ashley, actually.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of which, so I did meet them once. Just maybe twice, but
Mhm.
just happenstance that, that they were here and they came to memorabilia night. It was pretty cool.
And
Nice.
memorabilia night was when Liz had held up the
The
hand grenade.
grenade. Yeah. Yeah. That's my favorite
Okay.
picture. I love that picture. We were just chatting away and she had the grenade. I forget what she was saying. Probably, please don't bring this anymore.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Something along those lines.
Hey, Marcia does is Anna Bush, right?
Uh-huh.
Another cousin.
Yeah.
Do you think she would know?
I can try to reach
You know
out to
what?
them.
I've talked to her a number of times since since Liz passed away. And I'll give her a call unless
Okay,
you
okay.
want to do that, but I'm
No,
very happy.
that would be great. That'd be
Okay,
awesome.
let me just
Yeah.
add this to my little to-do list and let's see, call Anna. Great, Ashley. Thank you.
So,
Okay.
right. Yeah. The Kudoboard has information from a lot of different time periods, and I think it's fairly balanced.
I think so too. I'll pull it up. Let's see here. I agree. I mean, it's definitely surpassed what I thought it was gonna do. Let's see here if I can find it quickly. So I'm pleased with it. And we did figure out, Ted, how to make it go faster. So it's not so slow. So when you do the have it sort of rolling on the laptop, it goes a little quicker than when it was going before.
Yeah. Hey, Christy, I put the link that goes
Ashley,
direct.
I could give
You
you,
got it? Okay.
I
Even-
could give you Ashley's email address if that's useful.
Oh, that would be very helpful.
Oh,
yes.
great, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
there you
it's
go.
Searchlight Films,
Okay.
plural, at me.com.
If you can email that to me though, that would be helpful just so I don't get it wrong.
Okay.
That would be excellent. And I sent you an email today, so you can just reply to that.
Okay.
And obviously you don't have to do it this minute, but that would be great.
If I did it this minute, I might just check out of everything. I'm not sure. My skills are not that
That's fine.
advanced.
That's okay. Gary, did you say you put the Kudoboard up?
No, you.
Oh,
So if you want to share, and
I am trying to get back into it, and it's I think I'm on too many things here.
yeah.
Let me grab it. I have another thing running in the background that has to go too. So I think my poor little laptop has just had enough. Let's see, Kudoboard list.
Let's see here. Yeah, I can do it. Yeah, let me do it. I've got it.
Okay, thank you so much.
I've got it.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Okay. See if I can get it to come up. All right, it's there. And now we'll zoom. And there we go. And now we'll share. And there we are. And are you seeing it?
There it is.
Yeah.
Hey, Betsy, can I call you back in a little bit? Okay, thanks, bye.
Okay. So
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
So Christy set it up so that the newest postings go to the top.
Great.
Yeah. Oh, there's over here.
The radio. Yep.
Over here it says say and seal it. And it says, no doubt one day we shall all be reading noted columns in world famous newspapers written by former say and seal it reporters. And
Excellent.
I love it.
Yeah. So there's a guy, a post from a guy who worked with Liz. Oh, that he will always cherish the hug that she gave me after a recent event.
Oh,
Liz will never be a footnote and will never be forgotten. So,
wow, that's wonderful.
yeah. And there's the writing group. This is Ann Petrie with a bag over her head.
Oh, no.
Halloween 1955.
Oh, I love it.
Ah.
Oh my God.
And there's Ann Petrie and Liz at the Honolulu.
I love that. Yeah, that's a great picture.
Uh-huh.
That's a great picture.
Yeah, yeah. And although I really love the one from Kyle Knickerbocker.
Yeah.
Yeah, that he did a Zoom and his apartment was in the James Pharmacy, the
Right.
living
It's
area.
pretty awesome. Yeah,
I mean, that's how amazing is that?
I know.
And look at those cute people with their little smiles after is that before or after the run?
After, as
You were smiling after the run.
afterwards.
I'm impressed.
Yeah,
That was a good run. I need to get back to that, but
yeah.
and I tried to go whenever Liz was speaking because I just always enjoyed all of her programs. I was away for the one that you did, Ted. I was thinking, what in the world kept me away from the one in October? But I was at a New England Library Association conference, so I'm sorry I missed that. It sounds like it was great. The folks at ICRV said it was a packed house, so that was pretty cool. That you didn't. I mean, it was an afternoon program, right, Ted?
What-
October.
yes, it was. Yes.
Yeah.
Here's a story about how Liz went to a restaurant and had the oyster special, and it seems that Liz found a pearl in one of her oysters.
Wow.
It says, quite fitting that a pearl would be found by a lady of such dignity. She
Yes.
That is quite a story.
yeah,
I
yeah,
love that
Yeah, I
story.
love that.
yeah. So this was
That's
on
great.
the historic Old Saybrook page, and I asked him for permission to put it in Liz's memory book, and he said, yes, you have my permission. So I think, Ted, that's the kind of thing that we're talking about doing.
Yeah, that's a really nice collection.
Yeah.
It looks really, really good.
Now,
Yeah.
when the book when it's published in color, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it is in color.
Yeah.
I think we looked it up and I think it's $40, but I have to see. I mean, I got the full version one, so I know we still have to pay for, if we print something, that's not included in the full version, but we can keep adding to this.
Right. It looks wonderful.
Isn't
I
it
really
something?
like it.
Yeah. I mean, it's really the whole arc of her life. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure
Well,
she's
could you,
in this
Jerry-
Halloween picture
Jerry?
somewhere.
Gary, could you pull down, and I'd love to read that comment by David Royston here.
Okay.
Yeah, that
Unless
was really
Unless
wonderful.
it's too long.
Okay.
And
As a young
he's had-
attorney in Old Saybrook, I made a purchase from Miss James. Her father, George, Democratic Party. Are you able to read it, Ted?
Yep, yes, I am.
I love the last paragraph.
Yeah. By shining this light, the glow showed her own remarkable self. Isn't that, I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's quite literary.
It is.
yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially for an attorney.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, they're the orators. They're not usually the eloquent on the page.
And there would be a footnote.
Yeah, right. That's right. Liz will never be a footnote. However, she will use footnotes. And because we all had Miss White for our English, as an English
Oh yeah.
we will be using notes correctly.
Now, when is this exactly how it's going to be published? This layout is how it would be published, like 3 across?
I will find that out. I'm not sure. I mean, I think we can change things around if we need to,
Uh-huh.
because I can definitely edit stuff. So we can work on that for sure. Because it's kind of up here as we've put things up and people have put things up too. So
Do you, are your plans to reorganize or structure it in any other way, chronologically or any other way? Or
I
is
hadn't
this,
really gotten that far, but we can certainly look at that. I think it would be nice to kind of have it be more chronological if I'm able to, that would be nice.
uh-huh,
I think it would just make more sense as a book,
yeah.
Mhm.
have it chronological.
Yeah.
Most all of that is high school related with a few other things like the Royston letter and a few others.
Right, the historical stuff. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll play with that a little bit and see how that would look.
Now, what is would it be a good idea or not, for one or all of you to write kind of introductory comments to the book?
I'm not sure if we're able to. I don't see why we couldn't.
Not
Um,
able
So I think
to,
we would put something, I would have to look and see how that would go. I would like that.
uh-huh. Well, it would be useful to have anybody who
Point of
takes a look at
reference.
it understands what's going to follow
Absolutely.
and
I
your
like,
connection to Liz and so forth.
sure, I
Mhm.
like that. I'll just have
Yeah.
to see how that's gonna play out, because I'd have to do it as a post, I think, and then just put it in the order so that it came up that way. I'll play with
Oh,
it.
yeah, no, that's a good thought. Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah. Ted, I have been kind of deliberately interspersing. So it's not, well, for this page, so that
it's not
you're not
chronological.
seeing all of what one person said as a block.
I like it for the page.
Yeah.
I do like it that way. I think it's
Mhm.
more interesting
Yeah.
to have it be some high school, some people, posting. I do like it that way.
So what I did was I just deleted some of the things that I posted, and then, like a few
Put
days
them back up.
I put it
Yeah.
back up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, anyway.
Nice. I need to scoot because we're gonna be closing a little bit and I've got to start tidying up a little. So Marcia, my sincere condolences and
Oh,
everything.
thank you, and Joe and I are gonna have a nice evening. And it looks
That's
like
good.
he's spending the night, so that's even better.
Good. Good. I'm glad he's there with you. That's
Yeah,
very
yeah. And I'm glad he's here too, so.
very good. I'll check back with you. I'll check back with you this week sometime.
Yeah.
Okay,
So we got that, get the email to Ashley, because
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, and I, okay, so Ted has Ashley's email. I'm just gonna talk to Anna and see if she has any information on any of that, and see if she would please post on the Kudoboard too.
I think she was putting something together.
Good, I think she was too the last
Yeah.
time. Yeah,
And if she wants
So-
any help, I can certainly do that,
okay,
If
good.
It's easier to email
Good.
it to me. I can certainly help her. Put it on there.
Well,
That's-
and she lives here in the Denver area, so we're having coffee sometime, so.
Oh, good. Awesome. Please say hello.
I
All
will.
right, folks. I will see you all soon.
Hey, can I just, real quick?
Sure,
that
Gary.
Marcia and I have talked about, we expected a lot more to come in.
Yeah.
And for the Zoom call, I'd kind of like to just put it out there, set a date and a time. Put it out there for the classmates that we think, would be interested in doing that. And then just go ahead.
Yeah,
And
I
do
think that's good.
and do the classmate Zoom call. And, if we get 15, fine, but I think it'd probably be more like 5 or 10 that
Uh-huh.
we'd be lucky.
I
to-
think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
would be great. I would love that. Yeah, it'd be awesome.
Yeah, it was good. We started out being very structured, and that was a great email, and we worked really hard on that.
Yeah,
And I think having done that in such a kind of a formal way, we can be, you know, creative and spontaneous and because the goal really is to get some good memories. So
Yes, absolutely.
And we have that to work from, so that's a good jumping off point.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. Well, okay.
Great.
All
All
right.
right, so I'm gonna scoop-
I'll let Laura know what happened. Next time we'll try to.
Do we want to set another meeting or?
Library will be closing. in
Oh, okay.
I know.
Yeah,
I will see you guys later.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay,
I'm going. I need
okay.
to go too.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's just get in touch, email to figure out the next meeting.
Good
Yeah,
idea.
just a time frame. You think 2 weeks is good, or you want to try for? I can't do it next week. How about, can we do it 2 weeks?
Sure.
Wait a minute, I can do it next week. This was the week I couldn't do it on
Pick a
Sunday.
date and time and send it out.
Okay, for next Sunday, is that you wanna? I mean, we're on a roll.
It sounds fine with me. And then if one of us can't do that, we'll say it and we'll see if there's another time that works better. But
Yeah.
let's just set one up.
It's not such a good day for me.
Sunday's not a good, oh,
Anyhow,
okay.
Pick a date.
What
I gotta
what
run
about
too.
what about like this during the week?
That's good for me.
Okay,
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 Usually
good.
better,
Sunday is,
perfect.
okay, so during a weekday is what you
better
prefer.
than a weekend. Yes.
All right.
Okay,
We'll
perfect.
I'll look for a weekday that Laura would have free. So
That sounds perfect. And
okay.
I'm most likely available. So, Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
okay, bye.
Okay.
Guess it's just